Have you ever wondered what happens when you spend your whole life saving money, but forget to invest in people? This is the story of a man who had enough money to feel safe, but not enough love to feel alive. His name was Harold Kincaid. Harold lived in a small town in Ohio. He worked at a factory for 34 years. Every day, same routine, same lunch, same clock in, clock out life. When the factory closed, Harold retired. He wasn't poor, not at all. He had a pension. He had savings. He had over $170,000 in the bank and another $30,000 hidden in a metal box under his bed. But Harold lived like a man who was about to starve. Every morning, he woke up at 5 a.m., no heater. Even in winter. He made coffee, using the same filter again and again until it turned gray. Breakfast. Just a slice of bread. No butter. No toaster. Electricity costs money! He sat in silence, thinking only one thing. I cannot spend. Because in his mind, every dollar spent was a step closer to disaster. Success is built in small steps, but fear is also built in small thoughts. Harold didn't notice that his fear was slowly taking over his life. His house was old. Built in 1952. The roof had been leaking for 3 years. He used buckets to catch the water. The water heater broke. He took cold showers for 2 years. The grass in his yard grew tall, almost to his waist. Neighbors complained. He shrugged. Cutting grass costs money. His truck was from 1987. The door was tied with rope. The exhaust was held with wire. But he never fixed it. Repairs cost money. He wasn't living. He was surviving in a life that didn't require survival. The moment you stop chasing others, you start finding yourself. But Harold wasn't chasing others. He was running from fear. Harold had a daughter. Emily, she lived 2 hours away with her husband and 2 kids. Life wasn't easy for her. One day, she called. Dad, can we borrow $2,000? We might lose the house. There was silence. A long silence. Then Harold said, I need to keep my money. What if I get sick? That moment changed everything. Emily didn't argue. She didn't cry. She just stopped calling as often. From once a week to once a month to only on holidays. Sometimes the greatest loss is not money, it's connection. Harold also had a neighbor, Victor, a quiet man, a war veteran. Every winter, Victor cleared Harold's driveway for free. Every summer, he trimmed Harold's trees. He never asked for anything. One day, Victor fell and broke his leg. He called Harold. Can you help me pick up my medicine? Harold hesitated. My gas tank is almost empty. Maybe you can order delivery? There was silence again. But this time, something broke. Victor never asked again. They still nodded when they saw each other, but the conversations were gone. Sometimes the greatest strength is kindness, but kindness must be given, not stored. Years passed. Harold kept saving, but slowly he was losing everything else. Then, one night, everything changed. A violent hailstorm hit the town. Ice fell from the sky like stones. The sound was terrifying. Harold sat in his living room, listening to the roof being attacked. Then he heard something else. A crack. A deep, heavy crack. He looked up. Water started pouring from the ceiling. Then suddenly, the roof collapsed. Half his living room flooded. Electric sparks flashed on the walls. His house, the house his father built, was breaking apart. Harold stood there, shaking. For the first time in years, money couldn't protect him. He grabbed his phone. He called Victor. No answer! He called another neighbor. No answer! He called Emily. She picked up. Dad! Emily! My roof. It collapsed. There was silence. Then she said softly, Dad, I can't come. The kids are sick. Call insurance! Harold froze. He didn't have insurance. He thought it was too expensive. That night, Harold sat alone in the dark. Cold, wet, silent. He opened the metal box. $30,000. Still there. But it couldn't warm him. It couldn't fix his roof. It couldn't call someone to help. Money is paper. But people are life. The next morning, the sun came out. Harold stepped outside. Everything looked the same. But nothing felt the same. Then he saw Victor walking toward him, holding a cup of hot coffee. Victor handed it to him. No words. Harold's hands shook as he took the cup. He took a sip. It was the warmest thing he had felt in years. In that moment, something inside him broke. Victor? He whispered. I was wrong. Victor looked at him. Silent, but present. And that presence was everything. You still have people, Victor finally said. You just didn't take care of them. Those words hit harder than the storm. Harold looked at his broken house. Then he looked at his life. He remembered Emily as a child, playing in the yard, laughing, waiting for him. And slowly, he realized something painful. He didn't lose people overnight. He lost them. Little by little. Every time he chose money over connection. Every time he chose fear over love. Every time he said, I cannot spend, because he was spending something else. He was spending time. He was spending trust. He was spending relationships. And those cannot be saved in a bank. Harold went inside. He took the metal box. He walked back outside. Victor, he said, help me fix the roof. I'll pay. Victor nodded. Then Harold picked up his phone. He called Emily. Emily, I'm coming tomorrow. I'll bring the $2,000. Silence. Then she said softly, Dad, your truck can make the trip. Harold smiled. For the first time in years? No, but I can rent a car. For the first time, he chose people over money. And on the other side of the phone, Emily started crying. That afternoon, Harold sat on his porch with Victor. They drank coffee together. The grass was still tall. The roof was still broken. But something had changed. He didn't feel alone anymore. Because he finally understood. You can save money your whole life. But if you don't invest in people, you end up bankrupt in the ways that matter most. Never just save money. Save relationships. Save kindness. Save moments. Because when your roof collapses, your bank account will not come, but the people you cared for will. And that is real wealth. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing stories.